Fortunately, if you will see a lot of people who are married, but they aren't happy with their marriage, with their partners, but some are happy. And those who are happy, they follow some protocols, they choose their partner wisely, and they do everything with cooperation. They have some sort of discipline which they follow to make their life better. And this is turning point, and we should talk about it. Now, what is marriage? Marriage is simply when two people get together, two strange people, we can say, who before they were not knowing about each other. They do not come from single family. They are just strangers. They just meet and they just form a bond. They follow any ritual, and then they say that we are now two partners. It is now our life. That is simple concept of marriage, simple definition. But if we will dig deep into it, it later becomes a sort of a relationship where two people are just living in their own world. In true marriages, in those marriages where people are happy, they live happily, safely, they don't care about other people, what they say. They just try to focus on the betterment of their relationship. They sometimes compromise, they sometimes forgive, they sometimes listen, understand properly, so that they cannot have fights. Eventually, fights happen with like some misconceptions, but those who are wise, they understand that these fights should not lead to anything which will destroy our relationship forever. These fights should not disrupt our peace. They should not like confuse our kids. So now we will consider this thing. If we have to get married, which parameters we should focus on the most? It is very important. We should not just get married with any girl who looks, or with any boy who looks better, who has good money, who has this XYZ things. But because at the end, what matters is how they will treat you, how they will live with you. Even the rich people on the face of planet, they go through divorce because their wife or they themselves, they aren't living happily with their partners. So at the end, what they do is they just do separation. They then get divorced. So there is some reason, even if you will see towards Elon Musk, the richest person on the face of planet, he had multiple wives, and currently those wives aren't living with him because there is divorce. Maybe according to him, like he was not able to give them time. Imagine husband is not able to give time to wife. So wife will say, what sort of life is it? My man is not living with me. Even he is richest person. So then they are seeking for divorce. At the end, we are humans. We need any other person with whom we can share our things, who can spend time with us. But when any person is not able to spend, then partner is like, what sort of marriage is this? Imagine tomorrow you will get married, your wife, your husband, he will not spend time with you. He will just be outside doing only work, work, work. So you will be like, what type of marriage is this? So we should consider some parameters. So first parameter is, whenever we will see any partner, we should not directly jump towards marriage, talk about marriage. First, we should spend some time with them. When we will spend some time with them before marriage, we will come to know about them. We will come to know whether they will be good. They will be good, like whether he or she will be good wife or husband for me, whether he or she will be good father or mother for my kids, whether he can or she can understand me, and also we will see compatibility. But if we will directly jump towards marriage, earlier what we used to do, this was common thing, arranged marriage. But these days it isn't now common, and it should not become now common, because world has changed completely. Now you cannot trust like easily. Yeah, there are still good people, but I believe we should know the person first. We should know about how they operate, about their mindset, about whatever they do, so that we can live peacefully. If we will directly jump into marriage, tomorrow fights can happen. We will then regret, oh no, first I should have known this person. There is this bad quality in this person, but I'm still with him or her. Now I cannot do anything. I have to then go through divorce. So first parameter is give time, spend time, like 6 months, 8 months, minimum 1 year. Minimum, I believe, 1 year. In 1 year, you can come to know about a lot of things about that person. Day before yesterday, we were talking about do people reveal their character or they change? And we reached to a conclusion that people reveal their character. Initially, they try to hide who they are. But when you spend a lot of time with them, then they reveal their character. So same thing happens in marriage. When you spend at least 1 year, minimum 1 year, not maximum, then you will come to know about who they are, about their real character. If you are a girl or a boy, you meet with any boy or girl with whom you want to get married. First day, they will try to look best, like they're a wise person on the face of planet. No one is like them. Second day, they will do same. First week, second week, third week. But when you will spend continuously time with them, when you will talk continuously with them, they cannot maintain that fake personality. You will come to know later, yeah, whether he is good for me or not. Again, some days before, one question was asked about promise. Like if we make any promise with any person, like if we will break it, is it good or bad? So at that time, I answered like the answer isn't its answer isn't a yes or no, but it is if you made any promise with any person that I will get married to you. Maybe you were at that time in emotions. It was your first meet. You were on date, and you promised that person I will get married because at the time you were not aware about that person, but later they reveal their character. They are abusive, they take drugs, they beat you, they do XYZ things with you. Break the promise. It is not bad at that time because initially you said, yeah, I will get married. Now, if you will be like that good person, that I will follow my promise, it is bad and no one can be stupider than you because they will continue that habit. They will continue those actions till your death. They will do those things with you. So at the end, what matters is peace. If your partner is not giving you peace, if your marriage is not giving you peace, then there is no fun. There is no fun in doing that marriage thing. At the end, it should give you peace. So if you met with any person, you promised that I will get married, but later you found that person is not good for me, you can break that promise. There is nothing wrong. And you can directly confront with that person that currently you are acting this way and it is not good for me. Maybe they will become angry. That will be for some time. You will avoid them completely. And at the end, your life will be peaceful. So first parameter was this, know them so that you can know their real character. And from real character, you will find whether he or she is compatible with you or not. Now, second thing, after getting married, you have to frame some laws. Every country has some laws, every country has some constitution, and the main reason behind those laws is that there should be peace in that nation, there should be harmony among people. Similarly, when we will create some protocols, some rules in family with our partners, definitely there will be peace. For example, rule number one, hey, my wife, hey, my husband, it is now you and me. Maybe sometimes misconceptions can happen, it can lead to fights, but we should not continue those fights. We should at the end reach to any conclusion. We should do any meeting. We should come to know why it happened so that later it will not happen. So when both partners will agree with this thing, so tomorrow if any misconception will come, both people have agreed with this thing, so they will come and they will talk about this thing. They will be wise. Any person who will frame law, who will frame some rules, some protocols, it means he is wise. So they will then listen to those points. Maybe it was because of XYZ things. It was any unintentional mistake. Because of that thing, it happened. So at the end, that agreement, those laws will help us a lot. Similarly, new law will be, when tomorrow we will have kids, we will spend more time with them. We will try to provide them XYZ things. So we made a new law about our posterity, about our future generations. When tomorrow we will have kids, we will spend more time with them. We will teach them XYZ things. We will share with them our experience so that they can live easily. They can learn from our experiences. So there can be other laws too. So rules are important. Similarly, if any other third party came into our house, at that time, next rule will be, he is not important. It is you and me. We should prioritize ourselves first. If it is your friend, if it is any other person, yeah, we have to be good with them. But if they will try to divide we people, we should not engage with them. We should try to avoid them, because a lot of times this thing happens. There can come people in your life who will try to divide you, who will try to divide partners because of any envy, because of any anger thing. But when they have this rule that tomorrow any person can come with evil intentions, any person can manipulate us for XYZ reasons. So at the time, we should understand that this person has some ill intentions. Let's not engage with this person. And there can be hundreds of the laws which later will come in your mind. So they should be there. So first thing was knowing that person. For it, you have to spend a lot of time before marriage. Second thing is framing some protocols, some set of rules which you will follow to have peace in your marriage life. And also remember this thing: marriage is not the thing only between two people, only between a man and a woman. It is actually the new bond between two families. For example, I am a person A and she is person B. Now I have father, I have mother. She has father, mother, brother, siblings. Now it is not marriage only between me and she. Yeah, technically it is. But there are other people also involved. Now, if the close people, like our father, mother, they are not happy, there can be definitely any reason. If they are not happy with that girl, they will say, my son, my daughter, we are not happy, we should not continue. They have reason. So at that time, we should not go completely against their will. They said no because of any reason. We should try to understand. We should not be in emotions that I am in love with this person. So for it, I will leave my own parents. I'm ready. No, that will not provide you peace at the end. So you should listen to their points. If someone will say you this person is not good, you should not say yes, you are right completely, or you are wrong. No, listen to their arguments, why they are saying this thing. Especially your close people, like your father and mother, they will never wish, in majority of the cases, bad for you. They will never wish to have any bad partner for you. If they said this is not good, let's listen to them. Maybe they are right. Maybe we are blind. We are just following our emotions. Because if they are not satisfied, tomorrow you have to get that girl, that boy will be with you. Especially with boys, tomorrow you have to get that girl in your home. That girl has to spend time with your parents. If they are not happy, then it will lead to fights, and eventually you will be in mess and frustration. You will get depressed, because at that time, for you, it will not be like whether I should choose my parents or my wife. You have to continue a relationship with both people. So when you get married, you should keep this thing in your mind that your parents should also agree to it. If they will not agree, then you can understand what will happen. I have seen a lot of cases where parents were not allowing their kids to get married, but they got married and later it created a mess. They aren't living happily, their parents aren't happy with them, and there are fights between those people, like the wife of this person and the father or mother of that person. And sometimes there are external reasons too, family reasons too. Maybe in past there was fight between these two families. Now you got girl from their family. So sometimes you have to be like genius at that time, because at the end what matters is peace. If it will snatch peace from you, if it will destroy your relationship with those people, with your parents who birthed you, who took care of you, who nurture you. Now, if that marriage will lead separation between you and your parents, I believe it is the worst thing which can happen with you. So you have to prioritize peace. This is the next thing. And these are main three things which you have to consider. First is know that person. Once you will know, that is great. Second is follow some rules. Best. Third is marriage is not only about two people. It is the bond between more people, like your family, these two families. Both families should agree with each other. And in majority of the cases, this happens, but in minority of the cases, families don't agree, and that is not the good thing. Then these people have to leave their own family. Yesterday, we were talking about family. Some people leave their parents in old age homes. It is not because they are poor. Those kids, they cannot take care of the expenses of their parents, but it is because there is not good bond between the parents and those kids. So later they send them into old age homes. So these are the main points which we should consider. That is it from my side. If you want to add something more, you can unmute and talk.
Okay, hello guys, how are you? Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Beta. How are you?
I'm great.
Okay,
Okay,
nice. Yeah,
yeah,
good evening,
so
Ipu. How are you? Hello or hello. Yeah.
okay. So my point on this topic is like for in first place, marriage should be based on like the two peoples have to be mature. So
Hmm.
maturity is vital in this way. So uh, I hear or read something like this. Uh, even even not to marriage, but even in relationship stuff, we shouldn't have to start relationship based on our feeling or feeling of loneliness or a feeling of sexual desire or something like that. So we shouldn't have to use our brain first of all. So those kind of two things like based on or by seeing others, uh, there when you see like yeah, friendship stuff. So we may be like jealous on those people, and we say that we have to get in this thing. So that's not work. That doesn't work for a better future. So we have to avoid that two things. In my perspective, the maturity is the first place. Like we have to consider that, and secondly, we have to not start any relationship or marriage stuff based on just temporary feelings or just by like attraction and something like that. So at the end, it will not be good for our future. And the second point I want to mention is like when you see some arranged marriage, like in older days, those arranged marriage uh, survive for long period of time, so like for years, for many years. Uh, so the reason why that happened is like the two spouse married each other like based on nothing criteria, like their family is the brain here. But nowadays the divorce rate is increasing because of they the partners they are choosing is like based on their feeling or attraction, and attraction will gone, uh, will disappear after sometimes. So like we can take a lesson from uh, arranged marriage. That one is like we have not we do not have to consider the attraction and the feeling, because they are temporary, they may disappear sometimes. But we have to consider that if I choose her to be my lifetime partner, I have to I shouldn't have to consider only her beauty or something uh, temporary feelings that she is just make me to feel happy, or sometimes she may drain her energy, and she may not be like make me happy or satisfied, something like that. So we shouldn't have to consider those things. But uh, yeah, we have to love them in our heart, like from deep of uh, our heart. But we have to trust them in our brain. So brain here play a big role. So we have to analyze we something like that. So yeah, this is my point.
Yeah, absolutely. We should analyze some points to have a better life with our partner. If we will not analyze, we will be like blind. We will just follow only our emotions. And here is one thing: love grows over time. So if you really want to be good with your partner, then time will show you whether you love that person or not. You know, that emotional rush. which happens in the beginning, that may last for a few weeks, few months. But real love, it grows over time, and time defines whether you are in love or not. That's why in marriage, arranged marriages, like people have no problem because the boy and the girl who are getting married, they start the life without knowing. Like initially, they are not knowing each other. Like for years, they are new into each other's life. So love grows each other. But these days we should consider different parameters. I believe the world is different when you see people outside. Maybe sometimes you doubt, like if I will do arranged marriage, what if this person will have like XYZ past in his or her past? So better is to know this person for my better life. And again, before doing marriage in love, give some time. Time will prove everything. Time is the best healer, best medicine, best detector, best everything, which says whether they are really loving you or not. Because people cannot maintain fake personality for a longer time. They may try to look modest, they may try to look introvert, they may try to look genius for 1 month, 2 months, 6 months. But later they will feel tired, and when they will be open in front of you, they will show really who they are. And if you think they are better, they are best, then continue. Don't rush in marriage thing because it is like second birth in your life. First birth is when you came in this very world. Till then you are living, till marriage you are living with your parents. But after it you get new birth. That is the birth after marriage. Now you are living life differently. Life changes them. You have to sacrifice then different things. You cannot spend more time with your friends. You have to, you will have later kids. You have to provide them resources. You have to spend time with them. You have to teach them things. So then life becomes completely different. You have to sacrifice a relationship with other people. So it is turning point. So we should take this thing serious. Hypo. I don't understand why these days people don't join. Earlier, a lot of people used to join. Mm,
I guess people just feel bored or like maybe their exam or like something in their life,
hmm
so we cannot like tell properly.
Yeah, people become busy. And we will also become busy later in life.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
if we talk about like marriage, I will say I have like just a few words. Marriage is a like in a contract, like I will say a contract of trust or like this sort of thing, because you both need to sacrifice something. In marriage, you both need to sacrifice something. Marriage like does not work like a miracle. Your father sacrificed something and your mother sacrificed something. So that's what I know. If like one partner didn't like choose to away from suffering or that thing, like then marriage will not work. Marriage will work if you both are smart enough and sacrifice your part.
mhm.
Uh, well, I'll Dinesh. Okay, and so the other thing I wanted to add is like uh, I have also said this one in some session. Like, I think it works for everybody. It is written in the Bible, and it says that about marriage topic. Uh, I think in order to survive for marriage for long time, we should we should follow this principle, and it says like this: man have to love her like Christ loved the church. You know that Jesus Christ died for us, for all of people, for the church in the cross. So that kind of love. So you have to. Jesus commanded this. We have to love her this much. And also, there is one command that is given for women also. Women's or other partnership have to like submit herself for him. So in that way, this marriage will survive, I think, for long period of time. And she also have to love him, but more the loving part come from the man. And if women deny to submit herself for him, the marriage, I think, the marriage will come to like disturb, and other thing will come in their marriage. And he also wanted to something like a middle thing that can substitute her, or yeah, if she doesn't submit herself. So this is the principle, and I also wanted to keep in my future life to love my spouse, my partner. And yeah, I think before the relationship start, as you said, soldier, we have to like we have to examine, we have to uh, spend more time before the marriage. I don't mean like we have to sleep before the marriage like that, but that also is a big disaster. Like we must not do that. Like doing other thing before marriage. Uh, so yeah, spend more time, know each other. It's the main thing. But after we get married, we haven't to consider in any tiny reason. Some people in nowadays they divorced by tiny reasons, like very tiny reason. But there are two reasons that is given in the Bible also to divorce. The first one is if the other person is cheating, like uh, participate in adultery things, and uh, yeah, if the other person cheats on him, he can divorce. And the other one is like he can marry other person if the other person if his wife is separating by days. Like if she days, he can marry anyone. And as I said, the first one, if she is cheated, he can do anything. But other others reason are very tiny, and they have to resolve it by talking, and also like by praying on that thing. So this is my idea. Yeah, the two lesson I want to emphasize is like women have to submit themselves for their husband, and husband have also to love them by giving money, by doing, by provider. You know that man is a provider, so he's created to be like that. But if you see like women's women's are beloved without any reason, I think. Like, but man can't love just by without a reason. I mean, like he have to get something. Like he have to provide. He have to provide the money, like that stuff. But
Okay,
women's,
Vita.
uh, yes,
See, I have a question here. You said this thing like women, they have to submit, and men, they have to love, and whatever you said, like you are drawing here a line that men are providers, women are not, men are this, women are not. So what does it mean? Like, does it mean women are not capable for providing? Women are not capable for this or this, so they should submit to their man. Man should decide whatever he wants.
No, I don't mean that. Like, uh, before centuries ago. So yeah, what I mean is fully submitted. Like, she have to accept him as he is and as a provider. Let me give you
Why?
example. Like
Why?
when
Why?
she
Why she will wait, wait, wait. Why she should consider him as
okay,
provider if she herself can be provider?
okay, let me tell you. Like uh, we women may get pregnant. So at that time, do you think that she are capable of doing work, doing something like that? So there must be a person who is her husband to provide her whatever she wants. Her hormones will change it. Her need will increase. So at that time, he have to be provider. Like there is a time of like that.
Okay, you are
I don't
talking
know
about
women's
specific time. You
clearly,
are talking
and
about specific time.
I'm
Wait, wait. You are talking about specific time during
okay.
pregnancy. So she has to be dependent, and man will be provider. But that woman does not remain pregnant for years. She hardly these days they
Yeah.
make 2 to 3 kids, and means for 3 years total 3 years they will remain pregnant. So for 3 years, you are talking about only 3 years. What about rest of the period?
Okay. Look, soldier. So what I mean is by submitting and he is provider, she's also can provide or like work in money because she have hand, she have the capability of doing the thing or he can do. But you know, even let us live like the biblical parties. So by its nature, I'm not woman. I can't say that this explicitly, but there's women here. They can talk. Uh, so like I think it's clear, soldier, that most women are like have need something. Their hormones may change it in sometimes, so they're emotionally like attached to women. Don't take me wrong, because uh, like in nature, when we see in nature, mines are like meant to be hunt in all ages also. Like we are created like muscular, like that. When you see that thing, nature's also like put this responsibility for man to provide, because this masculinity and something like that. So it's a pattern. For nowadays, the systems are changed. We know that, but at some point, we don't have to deny this. Men's are provider. Also, women can work, something like that, but we don't have to deny this. I don't know. I may answer or not this question, but I can describe another time like deeply, like working on researching. Like I can provide you good pointers another time also. Why men are provider and why women are submit themselves to man. Uh, yeah, I don't know in your country, but in my country, many society live uh, who apply this principle last for long time. So men are love giver, like, and her have to be uh, submit herself to her husband, and in that way I think this marriage stuff will last for a long period of time.
Yeah, Betha, like I can agree with you. Like you said earlier, when like we don't have like great societies, like societies or modern thing, like we are living in jungles or like forests, when and generally men, like group of men will go for hunt and women will do the other thing. But now the time is changed. Yeah, we can say the time is changed. Like now women's also like do can work and also can be provider. Yeah, but like in my scene it's kind of like it's a rare thing, but yeah, they can like there are so like business women and many women who can like acting as provider.
And I think it isn't like we cannot apply this thing everywhere. There are some men who are drunk and they are women. They are really wise. They are making better decisions for their kids. And it is only because of that woman, because of the wife of that man who provides things to a family, who contributes more than that man who is stupid doing some evil activities. So you cannot apply this thing everywhere that a man is provider. Yeah, in general scenario, you see a man is provider. If I will look towards my family, my father, he is provider. He is doing job. He is earning money. He is doing XYZ thing better than like my mother. My mother, she is a housewife. She is doing the chores of house. Technically, this applies in majority of the things. But looking towards modern world, look towards job market, look towards educational institutions like universities, schools, women, they are getting good grades these days all over the world in those education institutions. So it seems like future will be different, where women will do better jobs, where women will have opportunity to do things which 50 years back they were not able to do. Because these days there are machines, there is AI, there is XYZ thing who can do other things for them, laborious thing for them. So a time will come, like soon that time will come after 40 years, 50 years, where you cannot apply this definition that a man is provider and a woman should be submissive completely. Maybe earlier you gave the example of pregnancy, that during pregnancy she has to, at the time her provider is man, but that is the pregnancy for, if she will make 3 kids means total 3 years. That will be first kid in first year of marriage, second kid in second marriage, second year or third year, third kid in fifth year. For the rest of the life, she will not be like pregnant. She can go for a job, she can do works. Now, as I said, technology is evolving. Talking about robots, there are sometimes I see like towards these robot things. These days, robots are enough genius to take care of any person. Optimus is a robot created by Elon Musk. So, like that robot is genius. Currently, they aren't able to do everything, but they can still take care of you. They can open door for you. They can clean for you. They can get things for you. They can understand. Now, imagine world after 50 years. At that time, robots, they will be equal like humans. So they will do every work. So at that time, the definitions will change. So I think saying this thing, man is provider and woman should be submissive, woman should be this, it is not applicable everywhere. And after a few years, this will not be totally applicable. These days, we are seeing these things are happening. Men are providers in most of the cases, but at some cases, women are also providers. They lead better than men in families, but things will change.
Yeah, like if we like generally say a man and woman both do their work, so we can say he's like provider thing. I mean, in my opinion, because if I see my father like earn money for like they do job or anything, but my mother also do the house thing and like care of child. This is also a work.
Mm-hmm.
So that so there's I will say there's no provider. They both like have to sacrifice something, and they are doing.
Yeah. Now this is the best point. When we talk about provider, first we have to understand what does provider mean. Provider simply means a person who provides. But what? Now, if we will talk, there are different things which a father or a mother or any partner contributes towards family. I believe everyone is a provider. A wife is provider, a husband is provider, kids are providers. So everyone is provider. Why will we say that this specific person is a provider? Say everyone is provider. Again, if I will look towards my family, let's talk about my father and mother. My father is provider, my mother is provider. My father, he is doing job, he's doing this from early in the, like when they got married, he was providing XYZ things. Now looking back to my mother, we cannot ignore her efforts. She used it to cook, she used to do other things. She used to take care of kids more than what father used to do. Father used to go for job, do work, laborers work, whatever he or he was doing. But mother, she was maintaining rest of the things. She was managing house. So both are providers. Everyone is provider. So that definition, man is provider, that is not a good definition. We should not try to say that thing if we are saying like we should be unbiased people, we should be wise people, then we should consider this thing like everyone is a provider in family. They provide in different ways.
Yeah, I believe that. So my mom also provides me like a greater thing. Like I can't look further any other person. I can't look my parents like, oh, what you are giving. She also work a lot. But nowadays, when I see her, when I come back to my home, I want to find her like doing some home job and like when I come to my home, uh, I want I want to see her smile on her face and like uh, and I wanted to make her rest for her life for rest of her life. But now she's doing like a man because of my father doing nothing. So I don't wanted to take a other example. My families all are examples on this thing, but that is not the good thing. Like we can see the difference between man and women's are clearly like uh, even when your father and mothers love you, it is so different, right? So when your father loves you, uh, he will not like hug you most of the time. He will not hug you, but he will like scolded at you, or like sometimes he will aggressively talk with you because this is his nature. But when you come to mothers, they are like they hug you, they something like you. So this is a way of expressing love for her, but her father. So you see, we have to distinguish the boundary or the line between man and woman. So there are many differences. We can talk another time between man and woman. So what do I mean by that? Like uh, we have to see this difference also, and by saying provider, yeah, women also can do something. But as I told you earlier, in the time of like her pregnancy, or I don't know what is happening in the future because I'm on early age. Uh, uh, I would like to hear something from any girl is here, like her. Can you drop us some pointers here? Okay. Yeah, and also I was forgetting this one. like the robot thing. The robot thing, yeah, soldier. I work on robotics. Something I love that one. Very, like, but we have to. Okay, what was she asking? Okay, I will come. Okay, uh, yeah, I will ask you some question. After this, like the robot. When you mentioned the robot things, I think in the perspective of uh, Optimus or other humanoid robots, they are like devastating humanity. Like, uh, I think their hidden idea is like to minimize the number of humans in Earth, so they can do whatever they want. I don't know their plan or something, but uh, I believe that this robot thing will grow in the future, and the robots may or not may or may not carry childrens on like their womb, something like that. But this is not humanity for me. What human to be is like what we are living now. I know that robots can improve our human life, but that shouldn't uh, make us like a what we call it, like animal or something like other creatures. We are human. We have to be live like human. Robots can't substitute human development. Yeah. And what I am to ask is like, what do you think, Sush? That we are talking about marriage, and there is something like man is a provider, and women also. Yeah, in the Bible, there is saying like man have to her, love his wife, and women's or the wife have to submit herself to husband. So in this way, Bible teach us uh, this marriage will be long lasting. It is not guaranteed by that. Like there are many factors that can distract this marriage, but in this sense. And what do you think? Like, what was the question? Uh, what do you think about man's provider and women's have to work in home or something like that?
I actually agree with you. So could you write your question in this book discussion, if you don't mind?
Okay, I will try.
And if we like talk about robotics thing, and I heard somewhere like a concept of artificial warmth, like where you can give like you don't need to marry someone for your like you having your kids. I want like listen your perspective on that thing also.
Ipo, you are talking with me or back?
No, like no, I'm just asking a like general question. There's a soldier talked about robotic things, so that thing clicked in my mind. Betha was asking something from you. I think he's typing.
Yeah, let's see the question.
Okay, guys, let's be limited to marriage topic, I think. What was your question, Ipu?
I was asking, like, I hear a concept of artificial worms. So
Uh-huh.
like you can if like men does not need marry for their kids, they can like
Mm-hmm.
having kids with artificial wombs. I
Mm-hmm.
can see this will possible in like 30 to 40 years, but what your thoughts on it? And also women like does not need pregnancy for having babies.
Yeah, we can create them in labs, test tube babies.
Yeah, but
Everything is possible. See, a lot of things will be possible after a few years. Even without marriage, you can have kids. And and there is one concept, gene mutation. You can change genes if you are like not good at something. And in general case scenario, what happens? Your kids will get your genes, and there are high chances that they will not be also good in that thing. But due to gene mutation, you can change some genes, and you can change some characteristics in them, and this is also possible, and this is becoming something new in this world. So after a few years, a lot of things will be possible. But the thing is, if I will talk about marriage, according to me, it will reduce. A lot of people will not do marriage, including men and women, because everyone is becoming materialistic. They focus more on tangible things, which can provide them pleasure and all the stuff. Now, talking about marriage, in marriage, there is one thing you have to accept, like you are slave to something that is your partner. You have to accept their queries, their requests, their something. If they will say not to do this thing, you have to say yes. If you will say no, fights will happen. So, because of this reason, people love to live freely. That marriages will reduce, and to have kids, they can go through these procedures, which uh, we can see. Like they can create kids without women can create kids without like go through pregnancy the way they go for 9 months. And men, there is something like sperm donation. A lot of people, they donate their sperm, and then some women make their kids with that sperm. So it happens in labs. So things will change, marriages will reduce, according to me. And yeah, that is it. And talking about robots, people will get robots to do home chores, but still, robots cannot replace that bond. But maybe some people will get used to robots. They will say robots are better. They can program them in a better way, and they will be honest to them. They will not lie to them. They will do work for them. They can get things for them. They will solve problems for them. So world will be different. Beta, every single time you are getting Bible, like it is not wrong to get Bible in between, but every single time you relate things with Bible says this, Bible say this, Bible say this. I think it is not right to get every single time things from that. I know you follow Bible completely, whatever that says. You don't question even if it is not right. But I think sometimes we should do things by our own. We should say things from our own perspective. We should not be fully follower of things. Like here you got from Bible this verse 533. However, let each one of you love his wife as himself, and let the wife see that she respects her husband. So it is different language. Normal people cannot get it properly. So you can explain it also here. What does it mean? So it is like every one of you should love your wife the way you love yourself, and let the wife see that and she respects her husband. And when wife will see that her husband is loving, then she will respect the husband back. It is a really beautiful line. It we call like a reciprocation. When you do something with people, they do back that thing with you. If you love someone, they will love you back. Similarly, if you will love and respect your wife, and you will love yourself, and she will see these things, she will love you back. But I think your question was different for Sush.
Soldier,
Even
I
I'm
guess
wondering.
he's
Yeah,
not here.
no,
Okay.
Okay, he not
Ipo
in.
is there. Even I was wondering, like, where is my question? At least I can say, like,
My
both
question
sides
is, most of the view in this world is that man is the provider and woman
are working.
are
What?
working in household. What is your perspective on this? There is no perspective on this. Some do household work, some do jobs, some do XYZ things. But you cannot apply the old world things in new world. This is new world. The world before 50 years was old world. Before industrial revolution was different world. So those things will not apply now. In some places, in general case scenario, what happens when a man and a woman gets married? That woman goes to the house of that man. But in some places, man goes to the house of that woman. In some places, women work. They act like, in general case, men work and women do rest of the chores, and men are leaders. But in some places, women act that way. Okay, do you want to say something? Anyone? Then we will wind up our session. We're running late. Okay, in conclusion, if we had to learn something from today's session, I told you marriage is the turning point of our life. And when you get married, you have to consider 3 points I mentioned. First thing is know that person. And to know any person, for it you have to spend time with them before marriage. Minimum 1 year. As we have discussed this thing that people don't change, they reveal their character after some time. So when you will spend that minimum at least 1 year with them, you will come to know about who they are, whether they will be compatible with you, they will be good husbands or wives for you, they will be good father or mother for your kids. Can they take care of you? What can they fulfill whatever you want? Because different people want different things. Some people are religious, so they should have religious partners. Some people are not religious, so they don't prefer religious partners. Some people belong to X religion, they
I'm
want
not
partner
hearing
from
you.
same
You are not
religion. Some
audible.
people are atheists, they want partner from same religion, same like group. So what you need to do is you need to spend time, and time will reveal whether they are compatible with you or not, so that later you will live smoothly. But remember, still that 1 year is not enough to know everything, but at least you will come to know about many things. And later when you will get married, you will know more things. And also when you will get married, you should follow some rules, some protocols about your life, like that can be situational based on the situation. You can say to your partner, like, if this thing will happen at that time, we should react this way. If any misconception will happen, we should discuss about that. We should not keep grudges, because if fight will continue, then it will lead to divorce. So divorce is not a good thing. So better is to clear that misconception, how it happened, what was the reason. Maybe it was any other third person, he lied, he did this, or sometimes maybe it was unintentional mistake. And third thing I said, what was the thing? Rules, know the partner, and what was the third thing? Do you remember? You also don't remember, okay? Yeah, I remember. So that is, marriage is not only between two people, it is actually between two families. If your father and mother is not happy with that person with whom you are going to get married, it is not a good thing in general case, because tomorrow that girl will come into your family and she isn't happy, or your parents aren't happy with him, with her. So at the time, like, you have to live different life with your parents, different life with your wife. So better is try to have a partner with whom your parents will be happy. Try to avoid the partner who can lead separation between you and your parents. Your parents gave birth to you, nurtured you. So don't do not dishonesty. Don't leave them. Don't get any other person with whom you are talking from last 1 year, and now you are treating that person special than your parents. Yeah, every time parents cannot be perfect. Maybe that girl is perfect. She loves you more. But the thing is, you have to consider about your parents too. At the end, they will live with you. You will live in same house. So in general case scenario, you have to also see this thing, whether their family or your family is happy with that marriage. Once they both are happy, then it is great. If they are not happy, try to not engage in marriage thing from the beginning. That is why you have to spend that 1 year at least to come to know about rest of the things. You will come to know later whether my parents will be happy with this or not. So that is the best thing. What a lot